My name is Christoffer friend, and I donate a kidney at the Virginia Transplant Center. What made me decide to partake in this program at the Virginia Transplant Center partially was just I was browsing Facebook one day and saw an article online describing someone doing this exact same thing. I was just thinking, hey, that's a pretty neat thing someone can do, just help someone in a fairly safe way. I know throughout the years this procedure has gotten much safer and better, so that got me along the path of researching this, and then 2 years later through research and then actually contacting the NKR and then meeting up here at Henrico's, I was able to get the procedure done. The main reason I wanted to donate a kidney to do this procedure was that simply I don't need 2 kidneys. I know there's a full recovery process. I know there's no expected difference in life expectancy, and this just makes a huge difference in someone's lives. I know there's around 6,000 people a year who die on the waiting list waiting for a kidney, and just seems fairly unnecessary because I don't think enough people know how beneficial this is and how easy it is and how safe it is. So I think that was the main reason I decided to go along this path. Most of it was online research because I wanted to make sure this was something totally safe and something I felt comfortable doing, and I wanted to have all the numbers straight and all the information before I talked to my parents. So that was the first major step, just kind of, hey guys, is it cool if I donate a kidney? Melissa was actually the first to then email me, my transplant coordinator, about coming down here for a preliminary meeting and just discussing what the next year and a half would be like if I went down this path. Well, the team at Henrico's when I first came here were very nice, very supportive. Again, the first one I met with was my transplant coordinator, Melissa, and she, throughout this whole process and again right before the surgery, just helped me through everything. And then I started meeting more nurses, and then I'd met my surgeon once before, but then I saw him the day of the surgery before it happened. And again, everyone was just very kind, very supportive. Everyone, a big part of it was they wanted to make sure I knew everything going into it, was fully aware of what I was doing, knew I could back out if I wanted to, but I mean, they were just so friendly and helpful. So yeah, that was before the surgery. And then after the surgery, I mean, I was much groggier, but everyone was still super helpful. I remember they told me they were actually gonna wake me up in the operating room, and then I was being incubated, so they're gonna wake me up and then take the tube out my throat, and that was kind of scary. Like hearing that, but I remember waking up in the post-surgery room totally out of it, but then knowing I'm here around the doctors, they've removed it, I'm like safe, I'm good, and just being really excited, and then hearing Maroon 5 was playing in the surgery room, and then fist bumping everyone as they rolled out. So I felt, yeah, very happy afterwards. They're all really nice and friendly. I would absolutely recommend this program. I'd recommend at least exploring the possibility of it. I know here at Henrico's, they took great care of me, and they made the process so easy, so I see almost no downside in checking it out, hearing it out. There's so many tests you have to take, so many things to make sure you're fully healthy, to make sure you're capable of doing this, and it's all done through the donor's insurance, so costs aren't an issue, and they're gonna make sure you're healthy. And if you just wanna come have questions, you can do that, but it's just something I'm very happy I did it, and I think it can be very impactful in someone's life, and it definitely is worth exploring. After the surgery here at the Virginia Transplant Center at Henrico's Doctors Hospital, I did get a lot of support, but that is that's a very small part of it for me, because this has been a 1.5 year long process, and just the constant amount of support and enthusiasm and kindness shown my way, and the amount of people I've met and who've been very helpful along this process made me feel at home, made me feel safe, made me feel educated. It was just all so beneficial, and I'm very fortunate to have had it.